Do you like playing games? Do you want to get paid or earn rewards for playing games? Who doesn't? And I'm here today to show you how you can do that using your mobile phone and playing some games. You can get some fabulous gifts or rewards to spend on other computer games, really, because that's why I do it. Now, there's several apps out there that offers this service you can do, and I've not tried all of them. I've just stuck with one to try it out, and that's the one I'm going to be talking about to you today. So grab yourself a brew as I bring some gaming tips to you as Slotted In There presents Playing Games for Rewards. So as I mentioned, out there's several services that can do this, and the one that I picked is called Misplay. Now, ironically, as you're playing this, it shows adverts on certain games, because obviously that's how they make money, and it'll advertise several other schemes as well. And looking at these other schemes, they seem to be, you have to do a lot more for it. There's lots of pros and cons, basically. You have to do a lot for it, and I'm a bit skeptical on the data they obviously take from you, because they have to make money and all this lot. But I've been trying Misplay for a couple of months now, and I've been quite happy with this one. So let me dive into it to show you how it all works. All you need to do is download it from the App Store. I'm on Android, so if I go into Google Play Store, you can download it from there. Once you've downloaded it and installed it, you can either log in through Facebook, your Google account, or you can set up an account. I just logged in from a Google account. Bish bash bosh, it was done super quick, no problem at all. Once in there, it just created me a username account. You can probably change this. They obviously encourage you to get more data off you by signing in through Facebook or linking up your accounts there, but you don't have to. So I haven't, so I just stick with the random generated username, which is absolutely fine. What I then offer you is there's loads of games to choose from, and different games have different multipliers against them. So some of the games that they really want to push will obviously have a high multiplier, meaning you earn more points more quickly. Obviously, the more points you earn, the quicker you get through the levels, and the more rewards you get, more points you get to go towards your rewards. So they're the sort of games you probably want to go for. I mean, I do have some of them there that just have a 1, but you'll probably think they're just sort of word games or crossword games that obviously aren't pushed as much, and they're not obviously getting as much advertising from. So they're the ones to probably avoid, but if you enjoy them again, you are going to be earning some points that ultimately will go to rewards. It'll just be a bit slower. So once you've downloaded a game and you download it through the app, what you do need to do is turn on one of your settings in your phone, and this is a sort of tricky bit or a dodgy bit, you might think, how they take your data off you. It basically turns on so that Misplay app can see the buttons you're pressing on your phone, and the reason they obviously do this, they need to know that you're actually in the application using it and how much time you're spending in the application, so then they can reward you for playing the game for a certain time. And that seems all fair and legit, but obviously I'm worried that then it could obviously see everything I'm pressing on my phone, other applications I'm using. However, I've come around, this is quite easy. Once I finish playing a game, I can just swipe down on my Android phone and just turn that setting off really quickly. And every time you go back into the app and try and launch a game, if it's not turned on, it says, oh, you need to turn this on, so just go straight into settings and turn it back on. So it's not been much of a problem for me. It's just a thing to obviously remember if you're having a bit of a gaming session to do that. And if you do that, it can't seem to be a problem. So once you launch a game, you just start playing it, and obviously periodically you get a little notification at the top saying you've earned some more points and how to get to the next level to get your first rewards, you know, how long you've got left at each level. To the first few levels, they're quite quickly to get through, and obviously you get points. You can get anything from 70 points all the way up to 125 points per level. And keep going through it. And what you'll find, obviously, because they want you to play the game and keep at it for a bit to start with to try it, the first few levels are quite quick to go through, and that's where you get the max amounts of points. To give you a sort of idea, I probably would pay, you probably get for the first 4 levels in about 40 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes sort of time. So it's not a lot of effort for playing the game, as long as it's not a terrible game and you enjoy it. I've played some real stinkers of games, I'm not really enjoy it, but I'll do the first few levels because that's where I get maximum points, then I will uninstall it. Obviously, some of these games, they'll push you to buy season passes and everything as well, as you'd normally find, and there's loads of ads in some of them as well, which can be quite frustrating. But if you download it from the iStore or the Google Store, anyway, you'll be getting these ads because that's how they make money. So it's just putting up with these ads, and some of these games are sort of games my wife plays. She's just downloaded and been playing them sort of thing, but obviously I'm playing them and I'm earning some points that actually want to go to rewards. So there are some games that you could just generally get out there and you might want to play, and some of them are obviously ones that just want you to start playing and see if you like them. Some of them push the tactics sort of a little bit like gambling, so it depends what you like. If you're likely, you know, to get addicted to a bit of gambling and all that lot, it might not be for you, because obviously I don't want anyone to get anyone addicted to that sort of thing. But obviously that's how they make the money in these sort of games and get you in and want you to pay packs the fear of missing out. It doesn't affect me. I just went in with that. I just want to make some money for free or get some rewards for free so I can buy computer games. But obviously it's something to be aware of, those tactics they obviously do to you. So there's daily challenges as well. As you log in, it will show you what you can do. You can look at the challenge button, and usually one of them is obviously to pay for something, spend some money in it, because that's what they ultimately want to do. But others like play a game for half an hour. Could be a play a game for even 10 minutes or play a game for 45 minutes, and most of them is usually one like play a new game. It could just be for 10 minutes though, it could be for half an hour. So I'd always check your daily challenges, because sometimes it's like play a game for 10 minutes, a new game for 10 minutes, and you get 50 or 100 points even sometimes. So it might be worth just downloading any game that you think might be a stinker, just install it, play it for a few minutes, get a couple of levels worth, get that little achievement there, then uninstall the thing if it's awful, which I've done that a couple of times as well, just to try stuff. Once you've accumulated some points in there, it shows you your tally in the corner. It's about 2,000 points is the starting point to start getting a reward, if I'm correct. There's several rewards you can get there. You can get the Amazon vouchers, you can get the Google Play vouchers, and there's others for like supermarkets and different coffee chains that you can do. You can also cash out your money as well. When I looked at this, because I thought obviously this would be a good option, I think that's where you've got to start accumulating a lot, because basically 2,000 points is basically worth a £5 or something. But if you're going to cash that out actually to get money in your account, there's a £2 charge to do that. So obviously you're only going to end up with £3 that way, but then again it's cash in your bank if you don't want anything else. But I suppose I'd have to look into it. I've never done it, but if you accumulate in a few, so you get 15, 20 pounds, and then it's only a £2 admin fee, that's probably not too bad, is it? So it's looking at that and messing about with that. The one I've been getting is the Amazon vouchers, and that's been quite easy. I literally apply for it. It takes about 48 hours, it can say, but the emails have always come through less time than that, usually about 24 hours. The next day it will come through, and it just gives you a code. You just go onto Amazon, put the code in, bish bash bosh, your money's there, and that's no problem. I've done that about 3 times now. I ended up buying a game straight from Amazon that I can play on my Xbox, so absolutely brilliant, what I wanted for. Another idea that you could probably do with playing these games is you've got the monthly subscription to the Google Play. It's about £5 a month, or I think it's only £30 for the year, $29.99. So you could play this for a couple of months maybe to accumulate some money, 2 or 3 months, and then when you got your Google Play's annual subscription worth, you could probably just forget about it, buy that, and then you can play your games all you want on your mobile, your proper mobile games that you might like from that. It's an option. So what are some of the games like? Well, some of them are okay. The sort of games I sort of like you sort of like, let's go for Candy Crush clone is the best sort of example to explain them, isn't it? Where you're just matching coins or jewels or things together, and there's quite a few of them on there, and I've enjoyed some of them. They're really good. There was a Harry Potter game that was quite cool that I enjoyed, and a couple of other ones. Some of them are awful. There was a Game of Thrones one that in theory sounded good. I liked the sort of mechanics it was doing, that you had to sort of match them in front of the people and it send up and give them hit damage, but it was pretty rubbish really. I didn't really enjoy it. And obviously then the like microtransactions they push on you, it was just quite annoying. So I played that for a little bit, then got rid of that, got my points and got rid of that. But there's lots of stuff to try. I have enjoyed a couple of games, and I do go back to them as well. And even though, like I say, as you go through the levels, the more you play the game, it's longer the amount of points you have to get, more points you have to get to go between the levels, so you obviously don't get the actual points that accumulate to your rewards. But some of them are cool. I always look at it, but if you're going to play that game anyway, you enjoy it, yeah, it might take you a long time to get to the next level to record some points, but you're actually going to be accumulating. So if you stick with that one game all the time and play lots and lots of it each day, then it might take you over a month to get to your 2,000 points, or even a bit longer. But ultimately you'll be getting something out of it, won't you? Whereas if you just got it straight off the Play Store and wasn't using this system, then you'd have nothing. So it's a win in my mind anyway. So what do I actually think of the system for Misplay? I think it's pretty good. Like I say, I have actually downloaded a couple of other ones. Like I say, they advertised one heavily in a couple of the games, and I thought, okay, well, I'll give it a go. But even just signing up to it, I didn't bother carrying on, because the things you have to turn on that they can see on your device to obviously get all the marketing information, it was just a big intrusion. I thought, no, I'm going to get like spam calls and all this malarkey, or emails. I just don't want that hassle. Whereas with Misplay, it's been absolutely fine. I have been doing that technique, like I say, of turning off the option you have to put on where they can obviously read the buttons you're pressing on your screen, what apps you're using. And I've had no issues myself personally. So as long as you've followed that, I mean, in theory it shouldn't be a pain anyway, but I just like to be cautious. So if you left that on, you might get some more marketing information off your device, because they can see what you're pressing on. But there you go. Would I recommend it? I'd give it a go. Like I say, some of the games though, they're not the best selection of games. Obviously the games heavily with microtransactions, some of them in there to do, but some of them are enjoyable. And like I say, if you're the sort of person who thought, I'll try something new, you've got about half an hour to spend throughout the day. I usually got about 10 minutes in the morning, sort of 10-20 minutes on a night, you know, when I help put kids to bed, I'll sit there playing on my phone for a bit when I'm trying to go to sleep. It fits into my lifestyle, and in that 30 minutes I could have tried a new game and got quite a few points, maybe about 200 points. So if you do that for often, every so often, then you're going to get to your sort of target quite a lot. It's taken me 2 to 3 weeks usually to get to 2,000 points, just from chipping away a bit like that over time. But that's great. Like I say, after a month, 6 weeks, I had a tenner, managed to buy a game of Hampton, and that's what, you know, in sales, that's all you want to do, isn't it? So you know, it can not affect your life. You don't have to be playing lots. Is it a way to earn loads of money? You know, can you retire off this? Don't have to work again? Good gosh, no. Even if you were playing the games all the time each day, like I say, you'd run out of games to play, you know, each day to get so many reward points there. But if you're interested in mobile gaming and you want to play some games and sort of get a little bit of money, or get some money towards coffee, a bit of your shopping, and let's say even some cash, which I haven't tried, in theory you can do it, then it's probably a little app for you to do. If you're just playing the games anyway from the Google Play Store, because quite a lot of them are just off the Google Play Store, then why not have a go, do it this way, because then you'll earn some points towards something, a treat for you in the future. Have you tried Misplay before, or from watching this video? Did you have a good experience, or maybe a bit of a negative one? Write in the comments down below and let other people know that come across this video whether it was good or bad and what you thought of it. So it's not just my opinion, and that's the great thing about YouTube, remember, because it's the interaction between you and me that makes YouTube a special place. I've been Crispy Bits. Thank you very much for watching this Slot It In There episode, and I'll see you again.